of you may know that
Synsei!
Saturday morning, I put out a video with me and Tekking talking about the future Wano arcs. And us having that awesome conversation, go check it out after this video, by
Yes,
the way.
sir.
Selfish plug. Anyways, us having that
You hit that like?
awesome conversation really sparked my mind for the final matchups in Wano and what they could be. So many things have changed with the narrative now, but I really feel
There's like, okay, there are so many things that are already set up, right? Okay, so even though things are currently set up in place, there's still a lot of moving parts. So yes, Robin and Brooke are set up to fight Black Maria. That could change. Frankie is fighting Sasuke. That could change. Jinbei is fighting Who's Who. That could change. Nami is set to fight Alti. That could change. Usop was gonna fight Page One. That changed. Luffy's fighting Kaido. Kid is on his way to fight Big Mom, but that could change. Yamato's on the way to fight, on the way to the roof to fight Kaido with Luffy, but that can change. Sanji's headed to the life floor. Zoro was supposed to fight King, but now he's in a splint looking like Jesus Christ is going to rise in the third hour. But who knows? Like, Sanji could fight both King and Queen. Right now, Marco is fighting King and Queen alongside Chopper. Like, there's so many things that could happen.
To that end game of Wano. So I want to talk about all the different matchups that I think are kind of solidified at this point, and ones that I think aren't solidified, but I've been speculating on. But before we get into this video, just know if you've made it this far that I love and appreciate you so much. And if you guys want to help me out, make sure you hit that like button down below. The like goal for this video is going to be 1,000 likes. If you guys can get me to 1,000 likes, that would be amazing. And also, if you want more One Piece content like this, and you just want to hear me rant about One Piece, the thing that we love the most, make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notifications. Let's get into the video. So I guess since we're going to talk about some solidified
I have that poster on my wall. No cap.
Matchups, let's talk about the ones that are pretty much solidified at this point, because they're really interesting me, and there's been some new ones that have just come up out of nowhere in the last few chapters. Now, first up, we have Frankie versus Sasuke. Now, we have not seen this fight in a while.
Okay, so think about it. Frankie versus Sasuke. So yes, we had Kylo's silhouette hybrid form for like weeks before we actually got it. But you gotta think, none of the maybe Page One and Ulti, but we haven't seen a lot of the other Tobiropo's hybrid forms, and Sasuke is one I really want to see.
And I know that Oda isn't going to off-screen this because Frankie always gets those super manly clutch
Super!
I don't know if you guys have seen one of my more recent videos where I talked about the Blackbeard Straw Hat matchups, but in that video I was talking about how it's really manly to see two burly, big-chested men wrestling.
Frankie
and
versus,
that was a pause moment, and I paused that. You know what I mean? I'll take that. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But that statement still
Frankie versus Burgess.
I love to see Frankie in these manly fights. It was awesome to see him versus Senior Pink and Dressrosa. It's one of my most favorite fights. And Oda is always giving Frankie's opponents these awesome backstories.
That's true.
So I'm hoping and praying.
Yes,
that
he has
Sasuke
is a lot to his character as well.
He might be the son of Kokoro. Ever since
that would be
cover
crazy.
page came out where we've seen the Topiropo in color, Kokoro and Sasuke have the same hair color. So a lot of people
that's
are
facts.
like, that her son. Because I can't recall if it was in an SBS or just an interview. I'm not exactly
that would
sure
change a
what
lot. I wonder if Sasuke would change.
Kokoro had a son that was actually a pirate, and he ended up going on an adventure and getting lost at sea. There's a lot to think about here, but man, what if
I wonder if that would
Kokoro's
change.
son?
If it was Kokoro's son, like I know, and Frankie, his relationship with Tom and Iceberg, how would that change things? You know, like would he be like, oh, you know, Kokoro, cool, you know, like would he even, like, would it care? Like would he care? Would he want to go home? But I think at this point, like he's powerful enough to actually still go back home. He's not really lost at this point. I mean, I don't think he's stuck on Wano. He could definitely leave Wano and go back home and see his mom. But does it change the dynamic between him and Frankie? Does he now like want to cut all ties with everything that involves his old life, or does it him knowing that Frankie has ties to Kokoro change the fact that he may be stuck on the beach priors and wants to go home still? But who knows?
Found him, or maybe Jack, Queen, or King found him on an expedition, beat him into submission, made him join the Beast Pirates. It's something that I've been kind of wrapping my head around, but I'm really excited for this fight nonetheless.
Same.
So then we have Who's Who versus Jinbei. Now this fight I am super excited for,
honestly,
because as you all know, Synsei Inc is an undercover furry. I'm just kidding.
hashtag not a furry.
I love cats so much. I really love cats. It is what it is. That's why my favorite character.
Hey, yo, if you watch Tower of God the last couple chapters before it ended and went away for so long, I'm on hiatus. Talk about cats,
you guys
bro.
Know this. Sicilian, Pedro, Peckhams, all the cat names. They're near and dear to my heart. All right, I love
Neko's bad.
But
Neko's
anyway,
badass.
Who's Who and Jinbei takes place in the Cat's Cafe. So of course, a cat themed place, I'm
See,
gonna love it.
I want to know who this is, bro. My man is a mobster cat. It's like a leopard or a jaguar. My man is smoking a cig. He has one eye open. He's like, yo, how you doing? Welcome to the Cat Cafe, bud. You know,
Who's my favorite?
and he's a fit. I just thought about. He's in the Cat Cafe with a bunch of cats, and Jinbei is a fishman.
Now I used to hate on him. Used to. Talk
I didn't
about
even think of that, bro.
He got those. I was got those nasty boots on and the leather suit and the.
Nah, but he's badass, bro.
The
eye right there.
The jokes that he'd come out, he'd be the WWE champion. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I used to really get on who's who. I really didn't like him. I didn't like his outfit.
Nah, he's suave, bro.
Cat themed. Oda,
excuse me.
Make things cat themed. I'll just praise it. You know,
he's probably the one that voted for Carrot. He's the first.
I'm really excited about this Who's Who fight in particular because he can be unmasked. This is something that Jinbei brought up. He was like, "Who are you?" And Who's like, "I can't really tell you that." But he did say that he remembers Jinbei when he used to be a warlord. So
this was placed in this story like so long ago, and just that line itself, like that he knew Jinbei, opens up so much speculation and so much mystery and shrouds Who's character so much with just one line. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Know, but it's more than likely a pirate we haven't met yet that just knows Jinbei, knows of Jinbei, knows of the warlords in general.
True.
Which gives me hope that he's probably like some captain that had a strong crew, or maybe he was strong in general, and we're gonna find out about this new character, and hopefully Oda gives him some relevance to the story. Now, next up, we have Kiku versus Conjuro. This is
I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot about Inu and Jack, bro.
The setup did.
Oh, Neko versus Pedal Spaddle,
I'm really
bro.
excited about this because Kiku was having this conversation with Kinemon saying, I want to go with you. I want to beat Conjuro. And of course, Kinemon obliges. He's like, yeah, sure.
Think about her. Okay, think about her not finishing off Conjuro. Yes, like it makes sense because Conjuro's character is way too early for him to die. But just the implications of him not finishing off Conjuro the first time, it changes everything, you know? Think about it. Because Conjuro's still alive, he can literally be anywhere. And if they don't know that Conjuro's still alive and they're not really perceptive of the situation, he can disrupt a lot. Right now, Momo's alone with Shinobu, but even though Momo has the voice of all things, he probably knows that so if a fake person came to him, he'd probably know who it is and know it's a fake. But besides that, like he could literally go anywhere in the war and literally cause mayhem.
Sure, I'm gonna allow you to do this. Come with me. And then Kiku, when Izo had that conversation, Kiku was telling her, I'm kind of upset that
I'm glad he touched on this too.
And that was awesome. And it kind of got me fired up for this fight between Kiku and Conjuro. One, Conjuro was a scum. He's a
Facts.
Traitor. He is 6'9".
Facts.
I can't respect him at all. He's a rat. He's a op. And
he's a rat. He's a op.
His whole revenge plot line is petty. Like, I understand, you lost your family and stuff, but you're taking it out on the wrong people. Like, why are you taking it out on them?
All right, that's hindsight bias because we like that scabbers. But think about your family just being like murdered and slaughtered just for having the last name of somebody else. Like they didn't do nothing; they were just chilling. But because they had the last name, you're murked. But the crazy part about this is that the things he went through with the scabbards, like when you go back and watch the whole when Neko and broke down and started crying, saying that Raizo was safe. Just that scene alone, and Conjuro's right there and literally sending message to Jack to tell him that that's where the Raizo was. It's crazy, bro. Like he went above and beyond on his rivalry, on his revenge tour.
But yet you're taking it out on them. I was just like,
it's crazy.
What is the point? Anyways, I don't really understand Conjuro too much. I do like his character more now that he's a traitor, though. I like the more demented side of him, but I used to really not like Conjuro. You guys remember he used to make
his
fun
character
of him
was pretty bland in the beginning, but now he's like
literally was a clown and made fun of his makeup and said he fights with a big paintbrush. Like, who was this guy, Bob Ross? Like, I really used to get on him all the time, right?
Fuck are you talking about? Nah, I'm on you.
So you need a logo. The obvious choice is going to Fiverr.
But now I'm like, okay, I kind of like Conjuro a little bit. And then he beat Momonosuke up, and I was like, dang, like he really punished him. If y'all remember, like really Momonosuke was going to grab the knife, and then the next time we seen Momonosuke, Conjuro walks in, he's holding him by the collar, and he looks like damaged goods. His eyes are all puffy. It looks like somebody, like somebody super glued 2 plums to his eyes. Like he's pretty beat up.
Why you joining, bro?
Kaido was mad. Kaido thought that Momonosuke was dead. Anyways, I'm getting off track here, but long story short, I like Conjuro a little bit, and I'm excited to see him and Kiku's fight. Because Kiku lost an arm. Like, her arm is gone. And I know that Conjuro wasn't the one that, you know, made her lose the arm. It was Kaido that did it. But the fact that she lost an arm in this fight is probably
it's an itch, bro. It's just an itch.
Super mad now. Probably bloodlusted because
Speed Blitz.
Shanks. This is the second character in the story that has become Shanks.
Third.
First, it was Eustace Kid.
Oh, okay. Second, okay.
Useless cabin mid, as y'all like to call him. Now it's Kiku. Like, they're both Shanks, and it's crazy.
Mid.
You know? But let me stop joking around, guys. I'm sorry.
Funny as hell,
but anyways, the point is, I'm excited for this Kiku and Conjuro fight. I think this is where Conjuro's actually going to lose once and for all.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be out of the story. Finally.
What about Orochi?
Finally out of the story. Let's talk about the next guy. This is going to be my first speculative thing in this video, and that is that the remaining scabbers that aren't in fights, Kinemon and Kawamatsu, Denjiro, others, are going to finally kill. Here's my theory, bro. I'm just throwing it out there, bro. Momo goes into his hybrid dragon form, right? He's able to stand almost the same height as Orochi with Amano Habakiri and cuts off Orochi's last head. Orochi with Zoro in the back coaching him up. Snatch! Out of the story once and for all. We've seen Orochi interacting with the scabbards before. This happened a few chapters ago. They encountered him. They pretty much clapped him. But I think he has one head left, pause. And I think that means he has one life left. Now he's with Fuko at this time. And honestly, I'm just kind of tired of Orochi. I'm ready for him to be out of the story. I think maybe Oda's keeping him in the story for some sort of plot line with the CP0. Because
you know what else is crazy? So say like there was a theory that depending on the head that's taking over the body, Orochi's personality changes, right? So say Orochi, right? His maybe his more angry or like bloodlusted head is the last one alive, and it takes over the body. And because it took over the body, now Orochi is not like that passive, scared of everything, not really a combatant type of body, but now he's like a full-on combatant, bloodlusted, ready to kill right away. Like,
him were working
I don't know, man.
At some point. But also, I think perhaps it might not be Kinemon that kills Orochi, because Kinemon's on his way to go help Momonosuke. He's going to go save Momonosuke, right? So I'm thinking, what if he gets Momonosuke, and what if they encounter Orochi and Momonosuke takes the final head off of Orochi?
Yes, sir.
Finally cements the revenge that Momonosuke needs.
But for him to have Amano Habakiri, that means he actually see his Hiyori as maybe Hiyori or Toki, and get the sword from them.
To get for his father, I think that this will be a big moment for him. Even though Orochi is not that strong, he's probably a very good combatant or opposition for Momonosuke, with Momonosuke being a child.
Yeah.
And we know that Momonosuke was practicing the swordsmanship with Zoro, so perhaps, just perhaps,
bro,
he could actually pull it off.
We linked, bro.
Him and Kinemon could do a combo attack or something, but I would love to see Momonosuke finally take Orochi out of the story. So next up, we have Inuyarashi, the big dog goat.
Oh, I forgot Hawkins and bro. There's so many fights, bro. Oh my gosh.
And I'm a little worried. I was thinking at first maybe Nekomamushi would hit the U-turn, come back, help his mans out. Then we could get a 2v1 again without the moon and without the poisonous clouds or poisonous gas. Why did I say poisonous clouds? Anyways, the point being here, I'm a little bit worried for Inu. I don't think that Oda's going to kill Inu off.
We haven't seen Jack's hybrid either.
But Jack took a lot of L's this arc, so I'm thinking maybe Oda might give Jack a W here, and he might beat Inuyarashi, and I'm going to be upset by it. I love the dialogue between the two, though. It was really awesome. It got me pumped up for this fight.
Another ad, bro.
Grammarly is by your side, especially when you have a mountain.
Jack is like, there's no moon out now. And then Inuyarashi's like, yeah, there's also no poisonous gas. So they were kind of,
talking their shit.
Forth, a little banter, which gets me excited for fights in general. But I don't know if Inuyarashi's going to be able to pull this off by himself.
Yeah, that's a tall
Jack is a commander of a Yonko crew, and even though he has taken L's, he's taken L's to very strong individuals.
True.
He hasn't really taken L's to weak people.
Lost to Zunisha. He
took an L to Zunisha, which is like, come on, it's Zunisha.
Jack and Inu and Sulong.
Fleet Admiral and another Admiral, which, I mean, come on, that just makes sense. It's like every time he takes an L, it's to an opponent that's actually strong and could actually put up a fight against them. So I can't really hate on Jack too much.
Yo, I just thought about this. What if Beppo, right? I don't know how this will play out, but what if Beppo, right, somehow not interrupts the fight, but gets there in time before Ino's like murked completely, and like say there's like a hole in the roof, right? And the moon's out, and Beppo goes Sulong, and he fights Jack. All right.
Much, and I think he
Because
does
the
have a
Mink,
shot in this
you know
fight.
what I mean?
So next up, we have Black Maria versus Robin and Brooke. Now, this fight is one that I really was excited for, and a lot of us were excited for,
Devil
because
Child
Robin actually gets a fight. It's been so long. I think Scott
She
Pierce, when
smoked
had
him.
a 1v1 fight,
I remember that. That's
she
just fun.
punished him, by the way, Scott Pierce. I talked about this in my Robin video, but oh my God, beat him with like so much finesse. It was crazy. Super clean, which got me excited to see
her
Robin fight more.
Think about it. Black Marine is like I forgot her devil fruit, but like it's basically a spider. She has like a spider lower half, and like multiple legs. Robin, multiple arms, multiple legs. She can sprout basically any limb that she wants anywhere.
Time skip and post time skip, it just didn't happen often.
I low key want more of Robin to fight Black Maria, and then Brooke like maybe like not finish her off, but like line it up so that she finishes Black Maria off. But then also Brooke finds like one of the okay, so Brooke has like this thing with fighting like larger people, because obviously Brooke is small and made of bones. So I feel like Brooke's gonna end up fighting maybe one or two of the numbers.
Often,
Black Bones Brooke.
All, but
stop playing.
She was like involved in some group fights and stuff, but never like 1v1 fights, which sucks because she came into the story kind of as a combatant, and
she was OP. She was low-key
so
OP.
I always was wondering, like, man, when is Robin gonna get her shine again, other than just Poneglyph stuff? And then it happened, the Black Maria fight. Well, it's happening currently, but we aren't seeing it right now, and I hope Oda doesn't all screen this. Please don't, Oda, please don't. But Brooke is involved, and I don't know about you guys, but I would like if something could happen in this fight to get Brooke to lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So Robin could get a 1v1 W.
Maybe I'm saying maybe the numbers might show up. Maybe he won't even need to separate. Maybe the numbers might show up, and it's like a spider type
narratively as far as like her power for her to beat a Topiropo, especially one like Black Maria, who seems to be a little bit more formidable.
She gonna bloom that hockey. Stop playing.
Ones by herself, and I understand that. But I really would like to see Robin get.
She's gonna pull a Netero, bro.
We'll see what happens though.
Stop playing.
So then we have Alti versus Nami and Usop. This is another fight that has happened currently. This is in 1012 as well. Basically, long story short, Big Mom knocked out Page 1. Alti went to go clash with Big Mom because of it. She ends up hitting Komachio, knocks him out.
She's speedless. Oh my God.
Komachio. And then Alti slaps Tama. And then right when Big Mom is getting...
Oh, okay. This is not no Alti, like she be hitting her head way too many times. Of all the people in the vicinity to hit, right? You see Big Mom does not like Nami and Usop. Okay? She doesn't really care much for Komachio, right? You hit Komachio, bet. Usop, Nami, and Tama fall down. You have 3 people. You could attack Big Mom, because Nami's ready to try to side with you. You could attack Big Mom. Nah, Big Mom right now. I handle it later. You could attack Usop. He's chilling right there. Nah, man. Usop, you could attack Nami head on, because Nami's just chilling there trying to pick sides. Nah, man. You go for Tama. Tama, the one that Big Mom got upset with in the first place. You hit Tama.
Getting angry.
Alti is wild.
Beat Alti up for it. Nami steps
Alti wants all the smoke.
With this like lightning attack and says, no, I'm going to take her out right here. Usopp's like, aren't we supposed to run? Nami's like, no way. She hit a child. I'm going to finish her off.
Beat this woman.
I am super pumped for this. Nami is tripping. Yeah, Nami's that girl.
Yeah, Nami. When Nami snaps, Nami snaps.
But Nami's best girl too. You know what I mean? And I'm excited to see her actually get a fight. It's awesome.
Hashtag ball top girl.
And the Straw Hat
top 10 verse.
Seeming to get fights.
Top 10.
Usopp, of course, is probably going to help her out. He's going to have to, because Alti's really strong. I think Alti's probably stronger than Page 1 in my opinion, just from some of the feats we've seen so far. And they're going to need a lot of help here. I'll be honest. But Nami said that she needs stronger lightning. She needed something stronger to be able to deal with Alti. So I'm thinking that Nami has some new attack up her sleeve. True. I was thinking that Zeus would be involved, and it's still a possibility Zeus shows up, or maybe Zeus is there already. We don't really know.
If Nami's able to use him, now
using Zeus in conjunction with her already weather attacks and making some sort of new lightning attack, or maybe taking Zeus to the next level.
True.
If, Zeus basically...
Because everyone's supposed to be leveling up right now. So, I mean, that's also
listening to her, but
a fact as well.
If she can, get full control, which I know is going to be really difficult.
The Big Mom is literally right there.
Soul is still in Zeus. Yep. I don't know how she's going to work around that. But I would like to see Zeus be involved. It would be really cool to see. But if not, hopefully not.
Bro, these asses hitting. He making that bread.
The energy and focus to give yourself
Monetization. Stop playing.
Nami has something up her sleeve to take Alti out. Either way, I'm really excited for this matchup. I think it's really cool that Nami gets a fight, even if Usop is helping. I really wanted Usop and Nami to fight page 1, but Alti's just as good for me. So next up, one that is super important on the speculative side is Kid.
So, guys, y'all know Magneto, right? Y'all know Avatar, right? Metal bending, blood bending, Magneto being able to control the iron in your body. Kid, I ain't even gonna speak on this one. All I'm saying is that this one's gonna be a big one, bro.
Big Mom, he's gonna lose. Of course he's gonna lose.
Chill.
He's not gonna beat her by himself. However, Kid needs a moment.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the raid,
he might have been chilling. You know the thing is, because Kid is always saying, "Get out of my way," right? He's always telling everyone to get out of my way. Let me do this. Let me get out of my way. Let me do this. So what if, because he always says that, there's a reason behind it? Like maybe he can't really fight alongside other people, and he really couldn't fight Kaido because Kaido's like almost in like his defense was too strong. He can't really get past his defense, not yet, until he learns probably coding and conquers Hawkins. Who knows if he does or not? But maybe because he's always fighting with people alongside him, he wasn't able to actually show off all his power. And with Big Mom, yes, she's a muscle balloon, but she doesn't have the same defense as Kaido. For some reason, it's hard to penetrate his scales. With Big Mom, she does something else that almost like makes her like a muscle balloon for you not be able to hit her. So who knows, bro? Maybe he might figure something out.
Rivals, it seems. And because of this, I need to see more from Kid. Law has been doing his thing. He's been super clutch.
Yeah,
He's been a support character. He's done some damage as well.
Top tier, bro.
Law is good for me. But Kid, as much stuff as Kid was talking in the beginning of this raid during this arc, he's got to show out. He's talking, oh, I'm going to kill Kaido. I'm going to take his head. Pause. All this stuff. If he doesn't do something, I'm done with Kid, bro. I'm done with Kid. He needs to do something. And by something, I want him to unlock Conqueror's coding and use it against.
I wonder if he'll be able to figure it out on the fly like Luffy did.
Land a decisive blow on Big Mom. Now I know it's not going to.
Maybe he saw it. Her do it to Page.
I know it's not going to beat Big Mom, but if he could like knock her down in some big triumphant moment, or use coding in general on Big Mom and have Big Mom give him like some respect.
Maybe he might even maybe he might not even win, right? Maybe he might pull like a Zoro. Like Zoro like use all his might in his last attack, and he was able to either unlock or use his Conqueror's Haki in a way. Maybe like Kid's on the edge and he's able to use his Conqueror's Haki.
That's it. Use Conqueror's code
on his way down and like damage Big Mom in some way, shape, or form.
Use it, hit Big Mom, get her respect. That'll be good enough for me. So next up we have Killer versus Hawkins. There's not much to talk about in this fight.
Okay, the only thing I want to talk about with this fight is that Hawkins said that he had a 92% chance of survival. Okay, I don't know if he said it like 92% chance of survival in this fight in general, or just today, like 92% chance survival overall. Like maybe he might defeat Hawkins and like get murked by someone else like later on the road.
I think Mr. Moash made a video about Kid's crew and Killer dying to kind of like push him to be stronger. Now,
your words are meaningless. Your likelihood of death is 92%. See, he didn't say like in this fight. No, he said your likelihood of dying is 92%.
I feel about that, but of course I haven't watched this video yet, so I don't have context. However, that's really all there is to talk about it. Is Killer going to die? Hawkins said he had a 92% chance of death. Doesn't mean necessarily he's going to die against Hawkins, but will he die?
Bro, stop reading my mind, dog.
Everybody's wondering about.
Chill, Synsei.
At least we know Killer isn't the 1% man now because it's 92%, unless things change somehow. But as far as the narrative go and feats go, I think Killer should beat Hawkins. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like a low diff or no diff, but like if he could like mid diff him or something.
The way if you remember the way Zoro fought him in the beginning with Luffy's like Luffy and Camacho's assistance, like low key Hawkins ain't no easy out.
And stuff go.
We have to see more from Killer now. So
I think the biggest thing with this fight is Killer going to make it out of it. So the next thing is the rooftop. Now, I think we all know after chapter 1012. Yamato is definitely going to the roof.
Tag team.
Perfect sense.
Listen, John
Yamato
Morrison.
has a bone to pick with her father. He also wants to help Luffy out because of Ace, and he also wants to live as Kazuki Oden and combat Kaido for what Kaido did to Oden with the boiling pot incident, the Hour of Legends. So because of all of these narrative reasons for Yamato to go to the roof, and the fact that she literally says, I need to get up there.
So do you think Yamato... Okay, Yamato probably doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, but he might. So the reason why, when Alti said that it wasn't like a Thunder Bagua, I forgot what Alti said was Yamato's Thunder Bagua, but maybe it's not as strong because Yamato wasn't able to code it with Conqueror's Haki, and that's the difference. So
after Momonosuke told her that there's only 2 voices up there, and this fight is a 1v1 now, Yamato was going to
he was sprinting up there, yo.
Fight Kaido. The only other question is Zoro coming back to the roof? That is something that I'm like 50-50 on right now. It depends on what happens, and if this next thing that
to be honest, okay, this is what I think. If Zoro makes it back to the roof, there is a very small chance that Saji does not go with him. So if he does go back to the roof, Saji's coming with him.
Happens, which is what I think happens at the live stage. So hear me out. I think this is what happens. We know that Sanji's probably on the way there. Zoro brought it up. We know Marco was there fighting Sparrow, King, and Queen right now. We know that Nekomamushi is on his way to Sparrow. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to get there to the live stage. Nekomamushi will fight Sparrow, and then while Marco is healing Zoro, Sanji will fight King, and X Drake will fight Queen. Now, I know the X Drake one's a little random, but if you remember many chapters ago, Who's Who and Queen had kind of been conspirating together to kill X Drake because they found out he was a traitor. So there's a plot line there. Also, if there's a 2v2 with Sanji and X Drake versus King and Queen, we could get some dialogue with Queen and Sanji.
Today I'll be
Another
talking
one
about how I got started as a content creator with Fiverr. When I started,
remember Queen brought him up, remembering that that's, you know, the son of Vince Smoke Judge. So that would be cool if we get some information about Judge and Germa from Queen, maybe some like Queen backstory-ish things involving them. But while they're fighting, that'll take the heat off of Marco so he can, you know, try to...
Sanji of the Wildfire. King of the Wildfire. Sanji of the Wildfire. Remember when Sanji first Pearl, he's like, I wouldn't be a chef if I can't handle the flames. Maybe King conquers Haki can control flames. Sanji's like, yo, that's not gonna bother me because I'm a chef.
To help himself, but
Dialbe Jambe goes to the next level. I don't know, bro. Looking too little bit too lightly. Too likely.
Cross thing right now.
On the third hour, he rose, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys have been going ballistic with the memes, but I think Marco's gonna heal Zoro up, and if he does heal Zoro, it makes more sense. I think that it just makes sense since Sanji's
because right now, think about it. We don't know how much time has passed since the last time we saw Chopper, but say Chopper's still in his monster point, right? Sanji gets to the live floor while Chopper's still in his monster point. He can't really work on Zoro right now in his monster point, so he gives Zoro to Marco. It's like, yo, Marco, I'll take care of it. You help Zoro. Sanji goes fights King, like he said. Drake fights Queen, or maybe Chopper's still fighting Queen, and literally Sanji's fighting King, holding him off until Marco can heal Zoro. Or I forgot the goat mink's name, but he also helps to heal him.
Sparrow's
Who
fighting
knows?
Echo. Where else is there for Zoro to go? He's going to go back to the roof.
Or fight the numbers.
What I'm thinking is maybe going to happen. And if Marco does do this and this plays out this way, Zoro gets healed up, he's most likely going back to the roof, in my honest opinion. But of course, guys, these are just my thoughts for the final matchup.
But also, he does but Zoro also did say that Luffy figured something out. So like, would him not going to actually? Zoro did say like sometimes he can't do everything himself.
I want to
so
know how you
maybe he might go
so
back
make
to
sure
roof.
you comment
Facts.
down below.
With
Let me
Sanji
know
though,
what you
Sanji
think
has
the
to go
final
to.
matchups are. Also, my Discord link is down below. Make sure you click that. Join the
course,
Synsei
bro.
Grand Fleet server.
Heard you, boss. Anyway, that's the video. Like, subscribe. Synsei Inc. He drops bomb videos too, almost on his way to 30,000, man. That's a landmark for me to hit too. But anyway, that's a good video. Honestly, there's a lot. It's a lot to actually comprehend about what's going to go on. So who knows, man. Sheesh.